What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to Because Reasons, the show where I play what I feel like, when I feel like, and today, taking a look at The Swindle, a steampunk cybercrime caper for the PS4, part of the January 2017 PS Plus collection. This is a 2D stealth roguelike-ish game, and I'm not sure that I like it or not. It is the game that has been on my radar for a while, and I just never got around to playing it. And the overall structure and the way that the game presents itself, I don't necessarily have a problem with, but the execution of such, you can see here I have 79 days to do the big heist, which is the end of the game. And I feel like, having played what I've already played thus far, I'm not going to make it. So, the essence of what this is I am in a 2D stealth game, right? And certainly there have been great 2D stealth games before, like Mark of the Ninja, which I, as someone who is not a big stealth game guy and is not good at stealth games, really enjoyed Mark of the Ninja. So, this game, not quite there in terms of how they handle their, I guess, controls, stealth, options, and it feels like a lot of that might be locked behind upgrades. And if your core stuff is not great... Fuck. Well, that's bad. So now... now I'm kind of just boned here. So, yeah, you kind of got... Like, if you get spotted, you're kind of boned. But also, I'm kind of stuck here. Even with a double jump, the motion doesn't feel great. Now, when it comes to roguelikes, in particular... motion and controls, kind of important. So, games like, say, Spelunky, the controls are perfectly suited to what that game world is. Which is to say, if you are playing a 2D platformer, that 2D platformer has to feel like if something goes wrong in a roguelike, it is because you screwed up, not because the game's controls, went sideways. And that is... for me, anyway, for a roguelite, or roguelike tantamount to my enjoyment. So if I feel like that I got screwed because the game screwed me, that's a larger problem than getting screwed. Oh, shit. Well, that was my own fault there. Yep. And it is a one-hit death. So, you have some fall damage, and B, you have a one-hit death, which means that until you get better at these core mechanics, or until you earn enough money to make your characters control or play better, you're going to end up with some issues in dying, and you only have, 99 days, because at day 100, you got to get that last big heist in, and if you are not prepared as such, it just feels like you can get screwed by some dumb shit and lose a bunch of days because you're still learning the game. And that's not necessarily the biggest problem, but it feels like when a game's designed to say, okay, you're gonna fail the first time, you go through these 100 days, that it just, the whole thing feels kind of futile, in a way, that I find just very annoying. So yeah, this was a game that, when they announced it, I was like, yeah, this is cool. I'd be all about what this has to offer, as long as the controls are good and, the mechanics are solid. And I feel like it falls a little bit short of what I was hoping it would be. Now, I should have more tools here, but I haven't bought any tools, which is kind of a problem, because now I'm in this situation, and I know that my dexterity in these controls is not going to be good enough to get through what I need to get through in order to... successfully... There we go. So now I can slide down. Oh, come on! What the fuck even saw me? See, shit like that is getting the fuck on my nerves. Because what you want to do here is hack the computers, right? So, what I will do here is... Oops. I was going to go back to the airship, because if I go back into the first area... This is the second area of, like, 5 or 6. And if I go back into the first area, then that would hopefully be more... illuminating, hopefully. But there is a computer, so we will do our dark business here. Hopefully not get spotted. And I want to get across this. Yes, like that. And then we hack this mine here like this. Right, down. So ideally, you get in, you go to the computer, you run the hack thing, you do it correctly and don't fuck it up, and then you get a bunch of money. So, you know, you want to get through these. There's usually like 2 computers, maybe 3 in these areas. But yeah, see, like right here, I have a double jump, but this is just not satisfying. Like, I can't... Perhaps that's just impossible, but it feels close enough to being possible that it's just annoying. And to get more jumps, you pay a bunch more money. So you gotta get a bunch of heists that are successful. So I'm kind of boned here. Like, the procedural generation here is that, look, that I can't get through there, because there's no doors to get through there. And, can't, there's not enough. Yeah, so I made 3,500 £1,000 there. Actually, I'm sorry, I did it. So see, right there, it was like, I thought maybe I could, and it was possible. It was just exceptionally, tricky. So, we'll keep going here. Up, right. And so if you trip the alarm, and you wait too long, eventually they will send some squads that will totally fuck you up. So, once that alarm is tripped, you get the fuck out. But there is a computer. So here's where it's tricky. That thing, even though I've killed it, is full of spikes. And if you jump on those spikes, even if that thing's dead, they're still spikes, you still die. So, okay. That's a pretty good haul. I haven't quite figured out what this room is yet. Like, I can get in here, but I don't have whatever I need to get through and do a thing to that. So, we've hit 2 computers, which is the best I've done in a while here, and in a number of runs. So we can get out here without getting spotted in any capacity, and make our way out with 6.4 is pretty good. And I will show you what happens on the airship as we go back to the airship here. So I have 10,000 pounds, euros, whatever here to spend, and I get back to the workbench, and you will see the upgrades here in this game. And so you can see here, if I go to agility, I had to buy double jumps. I can get 2 more jumps for 40,000 monies. And then, you know, 3 extra jumps. I can get some slide stuff that's 18k, 75k, 40k. So I can't afford any of this shit right now. And you have to wonder, at that point, if you keep failing, because the game's hard, then you're not going to have enough money or enough time to get what you really need to do that final, you know, area to do whatever the big heist is at the end. So, what I need here, this is bypass security stations. That's 20k, I don't have that. And increasing my hack speed, increasing the amount of money, that's kind of important. That's a good one to get, you know, immediately. But that cost me 10k. So I think what I want here, I feel like I should get these bombs, or, you know, whatever the hell this is. Extra cover here, or recharging. Like, I don't have any tools yet. But also, we had things like locate computers easier for 10k, and level scanner app for 10k. So, there's all kinds of things here. But right here, getting to the next area, just the next area is 25k. So you need to have enough money. You need to have 400,000 monies to access the last area. So it, at a certain point, it is purely the amount of money you have, and if you don't earn that by day 100, you're kind of boned. And it's like, hey, start over. And I'm like, yeah, no, not really. So I'm going to go with 3 bombs. I have not used bombs yet. So I will also smash through doors and windows, which now I'm at about 4. And I don't think there is anything else I can really afford with what I have. I appreciate that when you can't afford it, it just grays it out, so that makes things easier. And then we'll head in here and do, I don't know, 1 more. And, you know, you kind of get the idea. I've only unlocked these first 2 areas, and I am, like, you know, 25% done with this game, you know, with what would be a run toward the end. So it does feel like a game you're going to play through more than once if you really want to get through that stuff. So hold R2 to select bombs. So now I have bombs. Circle rigs the bombs, and then that is how the bombs work. So let's hack this stuff and go in the front door and see how the front door goes with this nonsense. So I can hit him. Oh, shit. Don't swing your club at a bomb. That's a bad idea. So, like any roguelite, I'm still learning things. I'm still learning how this shit goes. So, alright. We'll do this. Get bombs. Yeah, I can't get in that way because I'm gonna just... That's just gonna trip immediately that mine, and that's a problem. So, we'll head in here. This room's kind of a hassle because there are two of these spiky dudes. So if I botch this jump, I will die because I will get hit by those spikes, and that will be it. So, fingers crossed. Don't botch it. Don't botch it. Okay. You guys can just die. That's a problem. How in the blue hell? See, now, jumping back is going to be the problem here. I can get through there, maybe. But jumping back, I will hit those spikes. So that's kind of... I'm already boned. So what happens if I actually do the bomb thing here? How does that work? Okay. Oh, alright, yes. That does help me, because that actually makes the terrain busted now. Okay, so now it's a matter of waiting for this security thing to go through, and then not getting caught by that, and also not getting caught by anything else in this area. I can't break that? Well, that sucks. Alright, well that's a total bust. Let's keep on walking around this thing and see if we can't get at least one computer out of this deal, because that one's not going to happen. Break that, break that. Gotta wait for this thing to come back. Nope. So yeah, the controls just don't feel as nice as I would like them to. And I can't... I thought I bought being able to break through... Well, fucking whatever. Let's go around. That was a waste. There is some fall damage, and that's kind of a problem. But whatever. And I will continue to move this way. Now then, that computer's a bust. So, are there any other computers that I can get to? Right there. Right there, and we gotta get here around this damn thing. Hopefully not botch this hack job. Because I would imagine if you botch the hack job, that probably will call the security. I've never actually botched it, so that has not been an issue. But we'll hack this door here down, and then left. Alright, so now we hack the computer. Up, and down, and then right. And there we go, $3 grand, and then we bail out this place. There might be a third computer, but at a certain point, you kind of want to hedge your bets and not risk the fact that, you know, you die in one hit, and that's kind of a problem. So, at a certain point, it's like, well, I've gotten a good amount, and I don't trust myself to not die, or, you know, get into some kind of a... Fuck that! Fuck that, I hit that wall. So yes, there is definitely some learning shit to deal with in this game, and honestly, I'm not sure if I actually want to play any more of it. Like, it feels like a game I could eventually finish, but working through the frustration of actually playing it might not be worth the end result. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Anyway, this is The Swindle. It's on, like, everything. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time. Right here on this channel. And I'm out.